So we're now basically 24 hours out, and we got to 5 days. They took her off the medication. Tell me about the next week.
Well, the 5th day in the ICU was a little scary because the swelling had been to such an extent with the brain and the left eye that they were afraid that of retinal detachment, because the ophthalmologist who was in there trying to keep the cornea healthy and keep the eye well, because it was actually, instead of her right eye was puffed and swollen shut, her left eye was swollen, pushing, protruding forward. So
When you say retinal detachment, what are they worried about?
she probably had a 1/4 of an inch to spare before they thought it would tear.
Describe that for me. You're talking
They
about a
drew
1/4
a
inch on the
picture
nerve?
on the dry erase board for me and showed how far the eye was, and this is how long, you know, your optic nerve is, and the retina attaches here and there, and what they were afraid of is that if she swells any more, that she probably, like I said, had a 1/4 of an inch leeway there, and they were going to have to do emergency optic surgery.
Essentially, the brain is swelling so much, it's pushing the eye so far out that the optic nerve has reached the end of its tether.
Right, right. And the option was to remove the eye. That was about the only thing they could do at that time. And I said, well, you know, blindness in one eye, I'm thinking, heck, that's less than what I think I'm facing. So
You were a lot more worried about that when she went into surgery.
Right, right. So I was worried more about how the brain was going to function versus, you know, it'd be terrible to lose her eye, but, you know, if we had to, you face that when it comes to it.
You're a religious person?
Yes.
You're making some bargains with God at that point.
Oh, no. It was the oddest thing. I had a huge calm come over me. It was a very weird feeling. I mean, not weird, but very relaxing. It was just like, okay, we can do this. And somebody had sent me a little prayer inside of a card that says, God never gives you more than what you can handle. And so I kind of remembered that. And it was just like, okay,